Talking to you today about urban exploration. And what urban exploration is simply just exploring abandoned buildings. Okay, so I'm here at the Canadian malting plant with an amateur photographer. And how often do you come down here to take pictures?
Once in a while, when the weather's nice, I think it's a good spot for those.
Have you ever been inside it at all?
No, not yet. I'd like to, but it's quite difficult.
What attracts you to a place like this? Like, do you take pictures of other abandoned buildings around the city? Or?
Yeah, it's part of the history of the city. It's different than all the hill condos. It's quite old and yeah, it's unique.
Built in the 50s and now it's abandoned, but there's been some projects. I know that Metronome Canada wanted to make it into sort of a music museum, but as you can see, that sort of fell through. So we're gonna hopefully get inside, and it's all fenced off all the way around, and there's security guards walking around, but we'll see what we can do. This is Victory Soy Mills. One of the two only remaining silos of Toronto's port area. E.P. Taylor Victory Mills Company built it in 1943 to store soybeans. There are no plans to remove or reuse this building. As you can see, there is no way in this building. This is the Richard Hearn generating station. It is owned by Ontario Power. It opened October 26, 1951 and has been abandoned since 1983. The reason it was abandoned was because air pollution and the city needed more power. Later that week, I went back with my still camera. I got in, but not for long, as security chased me. This is Kyle Lennon, reporting for the Journal.
What I like about this piece is that it shows you don't have to go far from your home to have your own adventure. And you could discover a little bit about the city around you. Stay tuned because we have a lot more coming up. The show is slowly winding, but first we have Justin Moy giving us a look into the new generation's obsession with technology. Are kids today disconnected from the world around them, or are they just keeping up with the latest trends? And what the experts have to say. Let's see what's really going on with this phenomenon.
Portable game console, I'd say the Nintendo DS Lite. I'd have to say it'd be the Mario series. So I'd say Mario Party, Mario Olympics, Super Mario. First of all, it's portable. Second of all, it's very interactive. And third of all, it's at a pretty cheap price. You know, I see some kids sitting around the hallways just playing their games. Tim Hortons, you see them everywhere with Nintendo DS Lites.
Well, they're not allowed at school, but whenever I do have the chance to play with them, I play with them.
Me too. Me too.
Mostly it was just for entertainment value. I know it was a lot of fun. They really enjoy spending time on it, and a lot of their friends are into it as well, and it's actually, I find time for them to spend time with their friends and play, and it's good. They really enjoy it. In fact, they do play them a lot in the car, and that sometimes that bothers me a little bit because I don't feel like they're really soaking in the scenery. There's a lot of beautiful things to see outside, and sometimes they're just more captivated by playing their games more than anything else. So I think overall it's positive. Again, they really enjoy doing it, and some of the games they actually have out now are educational in nature, so they can actually learn a few things. She's learning about how to be a vet right now, which is kind of neat. So in that respect, I think they are learning a little bit. The only thing I worry about is sometimes they play them a little bit too long, and that's what we find is sometimes we lose track of how much time they've actually been on them for the day, and that's when I don't like it when I spend too much time doing it.
People who would say that there are certain psychological and socially damaging effects of handheld console games, where one person spends their time kind of in seclusion in their own little world playing these games, are forgetting the fact that people read leisurely in public, that they do things by themselves. And this, in essence, kind of creates independence. You don't need to be socializing with people 24/7 and interacting. It's very important, but just because you're enjoying something that's solitary in a public place isn't an indication of kind of some social ineptness or some, mentally debilitating factor down the line, which is going to stunt your growth and stymie your ability to socially network down the line. And we have to understand that video games can be intellectually engaging. I mean, there's many different kind of handheld games which promote thought and promote creativity. If you take a look at most video game designers, editors, I mean, they all grew up on console systems, handheld systems. Did this make them worse off? Did this make them secluded? Did this make them hermits? No. In the end, they still found a way to go out there and socialize and find people with common interests. And if video gaming is an interest, it shouldn't be discriminated against any more so than any other thing that we like to do in our own time. And we have to understand that things that we do in our own time aren't always behind closed doors. Sometimes they're out in public. Maybe I want to sit outside and gaze at the stars. Maybe I want to read a book on a park bench. Maybe I just want to enjoy the weather outside. Maybe I just want to be alone with my own thoughts. But maybe I just want to play a video game. So if we're going to say that that's a bad thing and that makes us socially inept, then we should just start picking on anything that we do alone in our own spare time that doesn't involve socially networking with other people.
Wow, how time flies. If you want to check out all the stories you've seen today, or just, you can't get enough of me, then look us up on YouTube or just go to Centennial on Demand. Once again, I'm your host, HFK, and it was a pleasure entertaining you today. Make sure you check out Aqueous Gothic Fashion Clothing, and take it easy, guys. For Sheezy!
Thank you.